I am the fiancé of His Majesty, the Emperor. The only one who can stand by your side isn't Chirilla or anyone else. It can only be me, Scarlet Armin. Your Highness, Callier, please love me. The original title of this romance fantasy novel is The Tyrant Private Life. Emperor Callier, the novel's main lead, is a tyrant who committed numerous evil deeds, including the murder of his own older brother. Then, the tyrant meets and falls in love with the female lead, which leads to him becoming a very peaceful character. But that is the result of the female lead having the tyrant wrapped around her finger. Thus, it's a story about the closely kept secret private life of a tyrant that left his close aides dying in laughter. But what's the point of having a happy ending when the tyrant's personality changed around the end of the original story? One day at the age of 20 I probably died and suddenly found myself inside the book. Not to mention, I became the tyrant's fiancé. In the body of Scarlet Armin. She's an irrelevant villain who loves the tyrant to the point that she bullies the female lead but then dies at the hands of the tyrant himself. Out of all the characters, it had to be Scarlet, who was stabbed to death with a sword by the man she likes. Was that even mentioned in the middle of the original story? Still, I'm glad the original story hasn't started yet. If it has, I'd probably already be at death's door without making a sound by now. Scarlet starts to hang around and bully Chirilla at the same time as the beginning of the original story. But she didn't even commit a grave sin. Then again her opponent is the tyrant. The tyrant, who fell in love for the first time in his life, was actually some kind of disaster. He holds the title of the youngest swordmaster and the youngest sage, but so what? What kind of sage is he when he's a bastard who can't treat others like a human being except for his friends?
The reason why His Majesty is a wise man. What the heck, I'm so busy that I feel like dying now.
I can hear everything you said.
That's because there are only a few people who are more knowledgeable than he is.
In other words, there's not a lot that knows his personality. Evil bastard use pity to survive. First of all, this method won't work. The people in my family are also too much. How could they send their only daughter to that bastard? No matter how cold and cruel they are, to think that they wrapped up and threw away their daughter to become the tyrant's fiancé? Are they really family? Fortunately, whoever sent me here left me with Scarlet's previous memories. In those memories, the people of the duchy were very cold.
Refrain from giving her even a single glass of water and keep her locked in our room.
No matter how often it is, she had a father who beats her. She received glares when she didn't even do anything special and the servants quietly ignored her. This family in my memories is actually a hopeless bunch of people I can't even rely on. The solution to handle Duke's family is to just quickly escape. But the most pressing matter is breaking off the engagement with the tyrant. The Emperor's birthday banquet is to be held in about 10 days. It's an official date where Scarlet Armin meets him for the first time, as his fiancé. This is a sign that the beginning of the original story is just around the corner. And the start of Scarlet's love the start of her destruction. I only remember the look of the tyrant from his back. I don't know what she saw that she fell in love with him at first sight. Though unlike her, I won't chase him either. The problem is when the female lead appears, I might lose my head when I least expect it. Should I just run away like this? Because we met, I felt dirty, so let's not meet again.
You died.
But if I can't break the engagement, it's meaningless. I don't even have money. Should I just honestly ask him to break off the engagement? I'm sorry, but let's pretend we didn't get engaged.
You died.
Are you insulting me, the Emperor?
This can't happen. If it stays like this, Scarlet's memories will be my future. I'd rather be the one being dumped than to dump. Wait, how do I get dumped? The Emperor's engagement was linked with a magic contract. Therefore, to break it, either one of them has to die or the consent of both the sides is needed. I must get his consent no matter what, and continue the regular meetings with my fiancé as stated in the contract. No matter how much a tyrant can do as he pleases, he can't change the contract. Then there are enough opportunities. Oh, the chances to do crazy things and make him get sick of me. Let's see how I pretend to be crazy and if he doesn't dump me or get tired of me. Ha 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 ha.
My lady has been laughing and crying along for a while. Is she okay?
The night is getting deeper and each day is passing by. And at last, the day of the banquet will be coming soon. This is the first time someone has been nice to me. I'd rather die by his hands. It still doesn't change the fact that His Majesty is truly a kind person.
What do you mean kind? I guess everyone had frozen to death. I'm out of words that I can't stop laughing. Why now of all times, that memory of Scarlet?
My lady? Are you alright?
It's nothing. What the? Oh, it's Lucy. Since several days ago, she's been the only servant I've seen.
I'm going to bring a dress. Please wait here.
Okay. If I'm going to break off our engagement anyway, I'll escape, so I didn't hold back and went all out. Yeah, nope, no need to worry.
If you eat recklessly like this, while wandering around the family's prestige, the Duke will.
Is that why? Come to think of it, I made a fuss in the family. The banquet is at night, but should I prepare for it in broad daylight? Still, isn't this body quite pretty?
Please take a look at the dress.
Lucy, I guess you're scared. This dress is. Am I supposed to go with a fancy dress? Never mind, I'll go with this dress.
Pardon.
I choose this dress.
My lady, do you really think that dress is suitable for you? Won't it be too plain?
It's fine like this. We can just make it pretty with accessories, right?
Are you really going to the royal palace banquet in such a plain dress?
That's the young lady.
Is my lady in her right mind?
I can hear them all well. That's the reaction I expected. Even if I dress modestly, I'm still this beautiful. Still, I thought peach color wouldn't suit her. I can't believe she looked this lovely. Lucy, aren't you proud? You dressing me up was worth the effort. What? Why aren't you saying anything?
I committed a sin, I am sorry. Lady Scarlet has arrived, let me serve you.
Is it so surprising to everyone? Well, for going to the Emperor's birthday banquet, the dress is quite modest. But my madness will start with this outfit. By the way, maybe it's because it's a rich family, so the cushion feels great. The atmosphere is chilly. His glare at me looks awesome. What if you glare at me? A shitty duke who treats his own daughter like garbage, and a duchess who is always trash-talking her wherever she goes. Am I avoiding them because I'm scared? Of course I am, because I'm disgusted. Ignore them, ignore.
Did you eat something wrong?
Izar Arman. This guy is Scarlet's half-brother, the only person who helped Scarlet when she was sentenced to death in the original novel. And when Scarlet took her own life, Izar was the first to find her and save me after entering Scarlet's body. It hurts. My hand.
She passed the dangerous level, but first we have to watch her.
Who?
You. You should rest for now.
And after thinking of it for a while, I just let out a deep sigh. Maybe he was worried about her. Come to think of it, in her memories, Izar was at least kind to Scarlet. Since I'm a bit proud of you, should I give you special treatment?
Again, what's with that look? I'm getting goosebumps.
What's wrong?
Do you need to ask? Your dress.
Oh, my dress? Doesn't it suit me? As expected, I look pretty no matter what I wear.
There were rumors going around saying you went crazy, so they were actually true. Forget it. Let's not talk about it.
What the? What's wrong with him? You're trying to be careful with what you say lately, aren't you? I don't think we've had this kind of conversation in my memory.
Scarlet Arman, have you indeed lost your mind? What a disgrace. I don't want you stepping out of this carriage. You will return at once.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Disgrace? Are you talking about this dress? I simply chose to wear something simple this time, since you slapped me for buying too many fancy clothes the other day. Also, I'm not the one you should be yelling at. Your son here came home drunk yesterday, didn't he? I heard he was so drunk that he was singing on the streets. Everyone in the capital must have heard the rumors by now. Aren't you worried about the family's reputation? How's that? I bet that pissed him off. Scarlet has never talked back to him. Ahem. He doesn't have the brains to retaliate to that. As for Izar. I thought he'd be mad at me for dragging him into this, but he's keeping quiet.
Scarlet, you little.
Both of you, that's enough. Such a reckless child.
The Duke had once broken off their engagement and abandoned her, but he brought her back as soon as the late Duchess passed away. The problem was, the two of them had a child while they were still engaged. The child of course being Izar. This was why Izar was older than Scarlet, and I'm sure Milia hated Scarlet for reminding her of the Duke's betrayal. I get her, I really do. She's a victim.
Please forgive me, stepmother.
Don't let her out until she learns her lesson.
I won't do it again, I swear, please.
But that doesn't justify her taking her anger out and
Scarlet, just listen to your father.
Oh, Izar, so is it true that you have a habit of singing at the town square whenever you get drunk? About your own son, madam, I heard you get into brawls too. I hope you're not getting beat up too bad. Oh, and madam. To be my mother, you really don't have to worry about me so much. I wish they'd realize that I'm nuts and help me break off my engagement. I guess I'll stop here for now. I have a bad feeling about this. Whatever, I'll just take a nap before they start nagging me again.
Fell asleep in half a second.
What is that? Is someone crying? Is that me? Phew. It was just a dream. I can't believe I actually fell asleep. I didn't think I'm late, thought. Which is good. I expected us much, but none of them even tried to wake me up. That dream. No, it was just a dream, that's all it was. I have other things to worry about. Alright, here we go. Time to meet my terrifying fiancé.